Hey everyone, welcome back to Zone of Gadgets. Today, I've got something seriously exciting. The TCL Next Paper 60 Ultra, a 7.2-inch powerhouse that's all about comfort, creativity, and next-level display innovation. Now, TCL has been known for trying out brave ideas when it comes to screen tech, but this one takes it to a whole new level. Let's dive in and find out if this is the Ultra device that can truly redefine your daily experience. So, picture this. You're holding a phone or maybe a mini tablet that feels big enough to watch movies comfortably, read ebooks naturally, and still slip into your jacket pocket. That's the promise TCL is making with the Next Paper 60 Ultra. At first glance, it looks sleek, minimal bezels, a smooth matte finish on the back. And that signature TCL design language with slightly curved edges that give it a premium but approachable feel. It's got that understated professional vibe. The kind of design that doesn't scream for attention, but still turns heads when you place it on a table. Now, in terms of build, TCL went with a glass front, plastic back, and plastic frame. Normally, you might expect all glass or aluminum in this price range, but here, it actually works. The plastic keeps the weight manageable, though at 227 grams, it's still got a solid feel. You definitely know it's there in your hand, but that's part of the appeal. It's a big screen device, and it feels like one. It's IP68, dust and water resistant, which is a big win for something this size. Not many large screen phones can survive a dunk in the sink or a fall into a puddle. Plus, TCL even added Stylus support, which immediately gives this device creative potential that a lot of mid-range phones just don't offer. Speaking of the display, oh man, this is where TCL flexes its muscles. The 7.2-inch IPS LCD panel is not your regular screen. This one features Next Paper 4.0 technology, and if you haven't seen it before, you're in for a treat. Next Paper is TCL's unique display tech that's designed to mimic the softness of real paper. Think of it as the perfect hybrid between an LCD and an e-ink panel. It reduces blue light by up to 60%, cuts glare, and has a matte finish that feels almost like looking at a page instead of a bright, harsh screen. Add in 120 Hz refresh rate and 850 nits peak brightness. And what you get is a display that's not just easy on your eyes, it's genuinely enjoyable to look at. You can binge watch, read, or sketch for hours without feeling that familiar strain that most phones give you. The resolution is 1080 by 2340 pixels, giving you crisp visuals and plenty of detail at about 358 pixels per inch. And get this, it's protected up to Mohs level 7, so daily wear and tear isn't going to leave those annoying micro scratches easily. For artists, note-takers, and anyone who likes reading or drawing digitally, this might be one of the best experiences you can get without jumping to a full tablet. Let's talk about what's under the hood. TCL packed this thing with the MediaTek Dimensity 7400 chipset, built on a 4nm process. It's got an octa-core CPU with 4 high-performance Cortex-A78 cores clocked at 2.6 GHz and 4 efficiency. Cortex-A55 cores at 2.0 GHz. The GPU is the Mali G615 MC2, which isn't flagship level, but it's more than enough for day-to-day use, multitasking, and even moderate gaming. You'll breeze through social media, web browsing, and media editing without any lag. And with 12 GB of RAM, paired with either 256 GB or 512 GB of storage, this thing is ready for power users. No micro SD card slot though, so choose your storage wisely. Now, TCL is marketing this device as the Ultra Comfort, Ultra Focus, Ultra Creativity phone. And that's not just marketing fluff. The Next Paper display really changes how you interact with your device. If you've ever used your phone to read long documents, study, or sketch ideas, this screen feels natural in a way OLEDs just don't. It doesn't glare under light, and the color accuracy is tuned for a softer, paper-like palette. You can even toggle between color and black and white reading modes, depending on what you're doing. The phone runs Android 15, which means you get all the latest customization and privacy features out of the box. And TCL's UI is actually pretty light this time. No major bloatware, no weird design decisions, just a clean, smooth Android experience. The software also integrates Stylus support natively, which means quick note-taking, sketching, and marking up screenshots are all built in. It's surprisingly fluid. All right, let's move to cameras, because TCL has been quietly improving in this area. On the back, you get a triple lens setup, a 50-megapixel main sensor with OIS, another 50-megapixel periscope telephoto lens that gives you 3x optical zoom, and an 8-megapixel ultrawide for capturing more of the scene. The main camera captures vibrant and detailed photos in daylight, and low-light performance is solid too. The OIS really helps with stabilization. The telephoto lens is the real surprise here, offering great zoom shots without too much noise. The ultrawide isn't exceptional, but it's useful for landscapes and group shots. For video, you can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 60, and the results are clean and well-balanced. Colors pop without being oversaturated, and there's decent dynamic range. On the front, you've got a 32-megapixel selfie camera that does a great job with detail and skin tones. It even records 144p video at 30 EFPs, which vloggers and content creators will appreciate. Now let's talk audio, because yes, this phone has stereo speakers, and they sound good. Loud, clear, and well-balanced. You'll miss the 3.5mm headphone jack, but that's just the way the market's going. Bluetooth 5.4 ensures your wireless audio connection stays strong, and the inclusion of Wi-Fi 6, dual-band support, GPS with L1, L5 NFC, and even an infrared port means TCL didn't hold back on connectivity. There's even reverse wired charging, a handy feature if you want to top up your smartwatch, or EARB battery life. Absolutely dependable. A 5200 mAh battery keeps this big screen running all day and beyond. TCL claims up to 50 hours of endurance, and in real-world use, that's totally believable if you're not pushing it with max brightness and gaming. Charging is 33 West wired, and TCL says you can hit 50% in just 30 minutes. There's no wireless charging here, but the fast wired option makes up for it. And now for some durability talk. This device gets an EU label Class B for energy efficiency and durability, which includes 1,000 battery cycles and 180 freefall tests. That means TCL is really focusing on longevity, something that's rare in this price segment. Plus, it has a repairability Class B rating, which means parts can actually be replaced more easily if something breaks. That's something I wish more manufacturers would focus on. So, who is the next Paper 60 Ultra really for? Well, if you're someone who reads a lot, works on documents, sketches, ideas, or just wants a display that's kinder to your eyes, this is your phone. It's not for everyone, though. If you want ultra-bright, old punchiness or flagship-level gaming, you might want to look elsewhere. But for comfort, creativity, and a genuinely unique visual experience, the Next Paper 60 Ultra stands almost alone. And let's not ignore the price. €429.99 or £399.99. That's a sweet spot for what you're getting. You've got 5G, great cameras, a large higher refresh display, stylus support, solid build quality, and a battery that just keeps going.